Hello and welcome all to another episode of the No Limits podcast. Today, our first legal actions were sent out, finally. And with me today is another Juicyfields investor who wants to share his story a little bit. Very welcome, no one.
Hi, Daniel. Nice to be here.
Nice to have you here. So I see you in the chat now for a few weeks. You seem like a very smart guy in my eyes. I don't really know anything about you, so how would you like to present yourself to everyone a little bit more? Maybe also mention your connection to cannabis.
Yeah. Thank you for thinking I'm a smart guy.
Hi.
Uh, People who think that don't say that often. To introduce myself, I'm in the mid 30s. I have kids and a wife. I have many hobbies I don't want to write a book about now. And I have a strong urge for justice. I prefer to be like water and to take the path of the least resistance. I like to connect with people for usually the same things and to get something started. And I enjoy the communication at Telegram with the community.
Lovely. I agree, and I am like you in those regards as well. So what about your connection to cannabis, though? How
My
did it come into
connection
your life?
to my connection to cannabis starts at the age of 16 or 17, I think, when I was still in education. There was at this time no party without smoking people who smoke pot, and there were the first connections. So I tried it, and I knew the effect of it, and so I tried a bit more to experience myself with cannabis. As I was 20 years old, my grandma was very, very sick. She had cancer. She died, and in the last days, she couldn't eat anything. She don't want to eat anything, and so I thought I could do a few muffins for her and I put a bit cannabis in it. We all know that she just had a few days, and it was the first time after weeks where she ate a lot and felt very well, and was great to see her the last days happy. And I think there are many things you could do good with cannabis, and that is my connection to cannabis.
Wow, you never told anyone this story before, I think, in the chat. This
Yeah.
very lovely story to hear.
I try to be no one.
Yeah. No, but it was nice to hear this story for me, at least. I can imagine it sounds like cannabis also opened your mind a little bit to its whole essence. You know, there's so many things to cannabis, not just the medicine, but just to eat and have fun, even though she was dying, is a big thing to see. Even for you, I can imagine all the family members and everyone who loves her.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I'm gonna continue with the questions. So obviously we are talking about we got to know each other through the Juicyfields scam, and now we're in the same case. So I want to ask you, what happened with Juicyfields according from your side of it all? Was it almost 2 months ago now?
Mm-hmm.
You can just share your Juicyfields story, basically.
My story with Juicyfields began in 2020. I saw advertising on Facebook, and between the end of 2020 and the summer of 2021, I saw much more advertising for Juicyfields. So I investigated what is it and which companies are there, and try to get a big picture about Juicyfields and is it legal or is it a scam? And then I started in I think it was July 2021 to invest the first 100 or 150 euros in it. And it worked well. I have no problems with the platform, and the support was always answering my questions, and very fast as well. And so I thought I could put bit more money in it. So I'm also I also have money on the stock market, and I took a little bit money of my stocks, and put it into Juicyfields. And then I have the first return end of 2021, and I put it again in Juicyfields, and want to take my investment out in August this year, but it was too late.
Yeah. It sounds like similar to many other stories here. Like we took it quite, just like me. I took it easy in the beginning, then I went in with more after I got some kind of feeling it was solid, and they responded quickly with the support, and you got the feeling like it was a good company in many ways.
Yeah, they were so public. They were everywhere with their advertising and their influencer on YouTube, Instagram. So I never imagined that this could happen.
It seemed like very legit and big, and everyone was like pushing for it. It seemed, yeah. I think my concern was more the legality. I even remember my friend, they would try to invest in the beginning, and the bank stopped him. And I told him to change bank, because I was like, these Juicyfields are using this mafia bank in Cyprus because no other bank wants to help the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
So I was even in my mind making up cover stories for them, like protecting them from the few things that were off, but so many good things as well. Yeah. So my next question here is like, so what are we doing to fix this big mess we're in together now? With the case and everything.
Okay. For once, I find it kind of remarkable that so many people have joined Lars, except in the last days. and no matter how they are affected or where they come from, there is a strong unity in the members club, I think. I think it's a great opportunity that Lars is giving to us to get justice in forcing the facilitators which were involved in the scam. That is a very, very great opportunity. And I can't thank enough for Lars and his work and for your work in this case. I think the 100 euro we paid are worth it at all. And I think it's kind of realistic to get compensated with Lars. Because let's face it, the police or the prosecutors are too slow. The scammers are already out of reach, and an attorney who represents you in a legal way will be the only one who will earn something in it. You will never see your money back if you get to a normal lawyer here in Germany. And I think this is the best way to join our group and to go with Lars against the felicitators.
It's most likely you're right and correct, but we will see what happens. But I see as well, that's why I'm here and doing this work too. I see it as what we are doing as the best option forward. So of course we can't speak so much about our strategies and what Lars actually does. But we are doing what we believe is the best to move forward and to kind of clean up, to be loud and educate and do what we can to create a movement to end so these scams and corruption can't happen as easily again, at least. You can agree to this, and and you kind of touched already a little bit on how do you like the community feeling and things. So I will just ask you if there is something else you want to share with everyone that come up now in the end here.
I just see that there's not just Lars and our case with Juicyfields. We can use this swarm intelligence for the future, I think. I know at first we all want to be compensated, but it would be possible maybe in the future to put a few of these members who want to put them together, and we could build a worldwide network. So I think it's in many ways a good opportunity to stay with Lars.
Definitely, we already have a lot in common since before. And if this case goes well, we will have the means and everything we need basically to do many big things for the world and ourselves. There's a lot we're fighting for.
Yeah, that's true. I think this power we all can use eventually for other things if we have this first chapter behind us.
Definitely 100%.